fucking pumped. welcome to Confidently Insecure, the podcast where we're absolutely sure we don't know everything. Back with me by popular demand. Ryan, the people loved you.
That is very sweet.
The
really?
confidants were like, he's so funny. Bring him back.
Wow, I love them too. Honestly, like a couple people from the audience,
Yeah.
confidants,
The confidants.
I've reached out and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are kind of sweet. Yeah, it's very sweet.
We have a great audience. They're very, and like, even if I fuck up and like say something wrong, the way that they'll like correct me is so kind.
They call you in, not
They
call
me
you
in. And I was like, I don't know what I did to deserve this little corner of the internet that is so kind. But yeah, they thought you were great. They loved you. I adore you. We also just had finished gabbing. We like gabbed for an hour.
We really did. We had
before we even
full gab session before we turned the cameras on.
Yeah. So like, my God.
Well,
we're comfy.
It's crazy. I love that we're like through this, getting to know each other better.
I know.
Because like we've worked together,
Yes.
but it was always like kind of like satellites and like been around. And I feel like this is like our friendship like forming for me, which is really, I know, which is fun. I have always admired you. I'm not gonna
Same.
Oh,
I think you're so
Oh my God.
y'all missing me just like gushing over you.
Very kind.
And I talk about you behind your back in a good way.
Oh, great. I talk about you behind your back in a bad way. I'm kidding.
Good. I love a villainous era. That's me. No, I'm like, you're so funny. Why aren't you doing this? Why doesn't like what? You're just so funny.
Honestly, that is very, very sweet. We've talked about that a little bit. Yeah, working on accepting a compliment. Thank you. Yes, I am. That's
and
me. Yes, I'm funny and hot. Wow, I'm kidding.
Speaking of hot,
ooh, are we gonna get there already?
Oh my no! I'll give him a little teaser.
No, we can.
Okay, today I figured you would be the perfect person to talk to about this because, as y'all know, a couple weeks ago you were here talking about the inauguration.
Of course, right?
Made it hilarious. We love to see that. But there was a whole segment that I wanted to talk about dick pics, and we just gabbed for too long, too hard. And I said, you must come back and gab. But before we get to that.
Housekeeping.
Do you have any housekeeping?
Ooh, housekeeping. Okay, I do actually.
Tell me.
So last time I was here, I think I had told you that I had just started ADHD medicine. Yes.
Oh, did you?
Maybe
you
I did.
No, I think you told me off air.
Yeah, off air. Yeah, not on air. Off air.
Yes.
I had talked about that. And so I was on whatever it is. I can't remember.
Sure.
Well, yeah, sure. Right.
Yeah.
And they upped my dose. And so I have an Oura ring and it like, okay, great, bitch. Okay, we're Oura bitches. My stress went through the fucking roof when I started. I know. So I wasn't working. So I had to stop taking it, which I'm bittersweet. Like, so I was on it for like a month. And then when they upped my dose, my stress every day, I was like,
because you probably just, your heart rate was just like, I'm pumping. And you're like, why are we pumping?
Exactly. I know. Which is fine. So that's my housekeeping is that like, mental health is a journey.
Yes.
And you have to kind of like.
And sometimes you got to tweak things. You got to mix and match. So are you off of it completely?
They're putting me back down to the 10. So I have my check-in Wednesday. Should I?
I'm just putting it. Yes. Give us your sexy voice.
So I'm gonna go back on. This isn't sexy.
No, it is.
Is that sexy?
Oh my God.
Is that it?
You sound straight.
I was in a fraternity.
Right.
Sorry,
we forget that.
we'll get there. But yeah, so I'm going back down to a 10, to see if it lowers my stress. But yeah, it was very strange. So that's my housekeeping is that I'm on this mental health journey, addressing my ADHD, and
we're moving through it.
We are, but I'm glad I'm not stressed anymore. Because when you're stressed and then you check and you see your stress and it just compounds. I'm like,
You're like, bro, I didn't need you to affirm that I'm having a bad day. Like, you looked me right in my face and were like, sit down.
Bitch,
You're having a hard time. But I do love my Oura ring.
Same. It's I'm assuming not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I wish.
Yet.
Calling that in, manifesting.
Yeah, very that. But it's very much sometimes it's like she's that girl that's like you clearly are stressed, like you're crying, and then it's like your friend going, "You look like shit." That's kind of Oura rings are kind of that. Like they're kind of the friend that like, ooh, like
they're the one that's my favorite notification is when it's like time to stretch your legs. No, motherfucker. I was actually enjoying my 7th hour scrolling through TikTok by myself. What are you talking about?
Wow, yeah, she really is. It's very lightly judgmental.
Yes.
It's like a grandmother. It's like a sweet grandmother who does care.
Yes.
But is also kind of a bitch.
And you know what? Like, as the AI moves through into that direction, I do feel like I trust my Oura. I feel like my Oura got my back and I got it. I feel like we would be friends. Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah.
Like, I have used Apple Watches and like the running thing, and like I didn't like it.
I agree.
This feels like person. Like we have something.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, literally sleeps with me.
Yes.
Tells me like that was a good sleep. It's like, oof, that was a little rough, and she knows.
And she knows when I'm getting sick.
I thought you were gonna say knows when I'm getting dick, but
That too.
She also
She calculates that as stress, though.
She's like, wow, they were in there.
I don't know.
deep,
Maybe
huh?
I'm having a bad or like. Do I need to like? What kind of sex? BDSM?
I love the idea that your aura was like, you didn't come.
No. Hey, girl, let's be real fucking for real right now. Let's be so honest. You lied to that man's
you
face.
did. Faking
You lied
it again.
straight to My aura data completes that you have faked it again. This is bad for the patriarchy.
I love that.
I
that
need that.
That's kind of fun. I really want that to be the next round of aura. Or if you're listening.
Are you listening?
I want you to track our organs.
Why not? I
Kind
would
of
fully
fun.
give it permission to.
Wait, how would it know? What is it? What is your heart rate? Does it change?
It definitely changes.
Ups and downs?
Ups and downs.
Huh.
Maybe if it could like detect your screaming.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like excuse me, were you getting choked 5 minutes ago? Because your heart rate, your heart stopped.
I love the idea. Were you getting choked? And then it goes like, because like, hey, good or bad? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. But it's okay. I liked it. I
Yes,
asked.
consensual choking. Where's that button?
That's what it is. It's like, wow, your heart rate was elevated. And asking, were you consensually choked?
And if you hit no, it calls 911.
Wow. Or
We're
needs
onto
to hire
something.
us. Wait a
The
minute.
marketing
baby.
is writing itself.
Silly.
Stop.
Wow,
That's
yeah,
really funny.
but
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you brought up stress because
Yes.
my housekeeping was
Please.
that I am stressed because I don't know if I'm sure you have to deal with this because as creators, we have checks and jobs coming in from left and right. And
Yes.
already the 1099 deadline was this week. And
They
did
haven't
I
sent
just
you?
say
You
that?
You scared me. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch. Did I? Wait, when you say that, you mean for them to send you your 1099s? Yes.
They had to submit, like if they've hired people.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right,
so you may
right,
not
right.
have gotten it yet, but you're
yes.
going to start.
Yeah, I know. I've already started to get
Yes.
them, but I was like, I
So
think I've gotten all of mine.
I've
That is
been
what I've
getting
said.
them, and I had to send them because I hire people,
Oh, yeah.
and
Okay.
I have never had a tax season in the last like 7 years that has gone smoothly. I have fucked up a form, written the wrong thing, been delayed. Like,
Oh my God.
I've never had a good time. And the crazy thing is I have a tax man.
I was gonna say, I'm like, do you know? I don't do mine, so I don't know. I just get them.
I don't
papers.
either.
So, girl, what's going on? Fire this man.
Honestly, could say it so I don't have to
Yeah, I'm
because
like, sir.
I'm like, this shouldn't be so stressful.
No, at all.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially with someone who would say it, calclexia.
Dyscalculia, backwards numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
We talked about that off cam,
Yes,
but
but
yes.
the confidants know.
Yeah,
It's like
that's not fair to you.
It's not fair to me.
Wow. Also, the IRS should give you an extension for your disability. Let's talk
Every
about
year
it.
I do. Every
wait,
year
yes,
I
they do?
extend till October. I almost extend till the full next calendar year because I am so backed
This
up.
bitch, the way I don't know what this is going. Yeah,
You guys
I
have to
feel
give me
that.
your tax person's name after
I
this.
will. Yeah, I'll email you. To be fair, I don't hire people.
Yeah.
So that might
So
be.
yeah, that is always stressful. And then like
Yeah.
where my money comes in from, like sometimes I put it in this bank account, sometimes I do
Sure,
through
sure.
PayPal. Like some people pay, like they hate Venmo and PayPal.
I know, and that's
the
what
taxes people.
Anytime, because like I've done a couple of shows where they'll pay me through
Yes.
Venmo, or actually it's always PayPal, and like they're always like, don't if you can get a check or get a direct
Y'all
deposit.
get your shit together.
That's how wow.
PayPal, get your fucking governmental shit relationship together. Sounds like y'all need to
I
talk.
agree. You know what? Elon's there now. He had something to do with the fucking
Is
startup.
he?
Well, Elon was like a part of the.
Oh, PayPal. Yeah.
So I'm saying, so fucking figure it out.
Well, it checks out now that it's so booty juice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know how things be booty juice sometimes. The juice would just be booty. It's
Booty juice for me might not be the same as.
So booty juice is a positive for you.
Yeah,
Can be.
Yeah, no, yes, it is. Creaming. I'm sorry.
If I have booty juice, I have swamp ass. Like it's about like I'm sweating and I need like a towel. Like I need a wet one before you get in there.
Yeah, okay. So,
You
wow, I
know.
was about to take this in a whole different direction, and I won't. So
You know what? I'm here for your directional.
I was gonna say, wait. I was gonna ask, have you done anal? And then I was like, it's Kelsey.
Yeah, of course I've done
Right.
anal.
That's why I was like, the question feels silly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, you know, like
What
sometimes
about what kind? What's the detail?
Yeah, things get like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
saying it's the same. Obviously.
Yes. Like booty. When we're doing booty things,
Right.
Booty juice
It's-
belongs.
right.
It's
And
the
it's
same
just,
thing as
it's
like
natural.
Yeah, you're gonna expect booty juice when you're doing booty things.
Correct.
But my thing is like, I don't want booty juice when I'm sitting on my couch at 3 p.m.
Yeah, by
doing
yourself,
work.
booty juice is like a problem.
I'm like, oh my god, this booty. It's too hot. It's growing up in Florida.
And Missouri, we get swampy too.
Swamp ass.
Wow.
We got there. It was like that improv game where you try and say the same word.
3, 2, 1. Florida.
Swampa. Oh, fuck. I thought you were going.
Well, okay. I thought we were doing a new one.
Wait.
Florida and swamp ass. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Alligator.
Alligator. Okay. Okay. Well.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Crocodile. Wait, you didn't say anything.
I was gonna say Georgia the jungle. And that makes no sense. So I stopped myself because that's what was coming out of my mouth.
I feel like I just watched you malfunction, like you glitched. I was like, wait, we were going. Remember we were doing the thing?
Because I heard what I was gonna say and realized how crazy.
But low-key, if you had said Georgia the jungle, I would have been like, okay, yes. Okay. It's like I'm like one of those guys on Family Feud where the person is. I would be like, no, Marsha, that was the dumbest fucking thing you've ever said. Georgia the jungle, where?
What does that have to do with
Are you okay? Get out of here. On national television, making our family look like this?
Stupid? Fuck, Marsha. Wow. I don't know where
anyway.
we were.
Moving merrily along.
Stupid.
But yeah, I'm gonna get your tax guys info. What about did you find I found something I really liked what I found on TikTok this week. Can I play it for you?
Please do, yeah.
Okay, so there was a lot of drama ever since you know who went into the White House. Like it's always something.
Yeah.
The news, I've already seen the stress of the news compared to last 4 years. It's already like chaos and I hate it. And just all the shit that's happening with the airlines and things, the planes.
It's scary. Because I'm like,
scary.
The one in DC was already scary, and then like 2 days later for the fucking Philadelphia, I was like, wait a minute,
yes.
you guys.
And now this more like I'm.
There was another thing?
It didn't crash, but it was like
Another near miss. They said a lot of them. There's been a lot of them lately.
And
Kinda
they
crazy.
also say it happens all the time. They just don't say it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I don't want to know.
Wow. Okay. Is it crazy? I'm the opposite. I want to know.
Bro, if we knew everything, we would your Oura ring would combust. Your
Do you
Oura ring
wanna
would
die?
blow off your hand.
She'd
Anyway,
get tired, yeah.
so Hank Green, fellow creator and internet dad, said something that really resonated. I just really enjoyed it, and I wanted to play it to not necessarily for this audience, but just for us to remember and maybe share with other people in our lives. So Hank had talked about something, and a woman had commented about the plane situation and said, come on, is there anyone here that doesn't believe Black Hawk went straight for the airline jet and fast? If anyone had time to correct, it would be the Black Hawk. And this is how Hank responded. I really enjoyed this.
To remember is that I have no idea how anything works, especially when I definitely have no idea how anything works. Like, I don't know how helicopters work. I don't know how planes work. I don't know how many pilots are in a Black Hawk. I don't know what the other person in the Black. I don't know how many people can be carried in a Black Hawk. I don't know how air traffic control works. I don't know how flying a plane works. I desperately need you motherfuckers who liked this comment, the 22,000 of you. I need you to say to yourself, I don't have any idea how anything works. I just saw a video here on TikTok from a guy who was a pilot of Black Hawk helicopters who had flown that flight path over the Potomac many times before. And you know what his take was? A good one. It was a good take.
Real?
Because he knew what he was talking about. You and I have no idea what the fuck is going on. We know jack shit.
Wow.
Can say it. I know jack shit. I know jack shit. I know jack shit. I need you motherfuckers to say this.
Yes.
I know jack shit.
Yes.
Hank Green losing his shit. First of all, how dare you made Papa yell at us like that?
Right.
You guys pissed this man off. He said motherfucker twice.
Honestly, I feel like that was kind of scary.
I know. I was like,
felt
oh God,
shit.
got flashbacks to like preschool, but truly, like there was something so cathartic about that.
It's what I feel like that is my biggest frustration with TikTok is that, and the internet at large,
Yes.
but specifically TikTok, I feel like it is for kids who liked writing research papers. Like it is like, yes, and here's my chance to spew whatever half research thing I thought, and then everyone's like, yes.
I hear you and I agree, and now this becomes true.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
And like as this man stays in office, it's only going to get worse. We're only going to keep hearing things. We're going to keep getting these breaking news stories, and the chaos is going to only get worse. And I think next time I get into an argument with someone about something that I don't need to spend my energy doing, I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? you don't know shit and I don't know shit.
And that's okay.
And we can move on.
Yeah.
And like, that's so, wow, we both just saved ourselves so much. Like everything, time, energy.
And potentially this friendship. Because I feel like we're going to ruin a lot of just like by arguing over things. I'm like, do we need to? Again, I think maybe we'll just keep coming back to the internet is kind of gift and a curse. Everyone doesn't need to have their opinion out loud.
Yes.
That loudly and affirms that much. It's too much just
commentary.
Loud. Yes. And I'm like,
when you're loud and wrong,
girl,
that's the worst.
And honestly,
I would know because I'm loud and wrong a lot. But the biggest difference is I'm self-actualized enough to know that I can be wrong sometimes and not have a hot take.
Wow. Honestly, can we get some medium takes? I think we have too many hot takes. I think we need some iced cold takes. Let's bring the temperature down on the takes because it's getting warm.
That.
I think that's what's causing global warming.
Is the hot takes?
All the hot takes. It's way too many fucking hot takes.
The wrong hot take. The
takes.
right hot take actually cancels out. It goes cold.
I think that's what it is. That's the thing is that we have because the percentage of takes.
You know.
I know.
Clearly. This is something we know about. This weather information.
We're literally just talking about how people don't know shit, and I'm spewing.
No. The hot air from your mouth scientifically heats up the planet.
Yeah, and there's too many people.
That's factual.
Wow, too many people on TikTok giving hot takes, and I'm like, take them down. Bring some cool takes to the.
I love the idea of you starting everything you say with like, okay, guys, this is a medium take, but. I don't think we should, You know
what? Medium take, pineapple on pizza, it's okay. Oh. Whoa, is that not?
But you said like the one wrong thing to me. No, okay.
I know. Could you imagine?
do love pizza on pineapple on pizza.
Sorry. There's also science behind that. We love contrast in everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's
that
the contrast
sense.
of the sweet and the salty. So of course, that is
umami.
Literally. Thank you.
Culture.
Wow. You know what? Read a book if you don't like. If you don't like pineapple on pizza,
a book,
read a fucking
and
book.
that's how you'll learn things. Or like, I love the idea of being an expert on something. Like this podcast used to be every week I would bring an expert on something, and I could just be the dumb person that's teach me. But the problem is now we all have ChatGPT, we all have Google, we all have Facebook, and we think we fucking know everything.
Yeah, because like what is an expert anymore? I feel like that has been.
It can't be your
down.
10,000 hours anymore. It used to be like school and a degree, but now even that you could spend 10,000 hours like watching TikToks on plane and not be right. Yeah, what happened just now that I said that word?
I did it. I liked
it fell out of my mouth that way. You know what's on the mind.
I know. Yeah, I do know what's on the mind, baby. But yeah, and even with like having a degree, I have a master's degree.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
I do. Yeah.
What? In what?
Mass media communication. So like it's So but what?
Wow, he went to school.
She didn't go to school, baby. But that's what I'm saying. The fact that I have a master's degree, I'm like, girl, like if I can get it, anyone can.
It's me with a gun. The fact that I have it, like we should all be scared.
We should really reconsider the value of these things.
Yeah, and like look. Next time you have such a hot take, look around and say like, do I do this for a living? Am I in this environment? Like, and I think that's how misinformation spreads so easily because the comment section now has become the news, frankly.
100%.
And it's like, I'm going to the comment section before I'm finishing the video because I just want to hear takes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm the problem. Because I do like reading some takes.
Really?
But I like reading takes in comments and I like it when people are very wrong.
Oh yeah, I want to see how dumb people are. Like, well, have you ever like clicked on a video thinking like, surely people are going to disagree with this, and then you go to the comments and everyone's on their side, and you're like,
oh my god, am I the wrong one? Am I crazy?
Am I me? No, it's really that. Sometimes it's gaslighting.
It's a problem.
It's very gaslighting. But yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Not only bring the takes down, but if your take is being investigate the people who are siding with you and really ask.
Should I be proud? Fucking Uncle Randy liked my Facebook. Like,
yeah. There's been times where someone that I did not like agreed with me, and I was like, oh,
I gotta sit the fuck the fuck down.
Maybe I am wrong.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, I'm like, if I landed here, something's wrong.
But thank you, Hank Green, for that little tick doc taught me.
Tickety dick.
Ryan, when we come back from a break, we're gonna talk about dick pics. Ryan.
Yes.
How do you feel? What's your relationship to dick pics?
I love them.
Okay.
I know. I'm one of the rare ones.
No, I don't think it's that rare.
But see, I mean,
talk about it.
Because like I know that people don't like when I guess unsolicited. Usually people on the internet that you don't know. But
Yes.
if it's someone I know or like I'm having like sexy time with, obviously,
Yeah.
I love a random dick pic. Like just like I'm at work or I get a text, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a meeting and it's just you like, fuck you. I'm like,
Oh my
fuck
God, you like oh my God, getting caught a little bit, like no one knowing.
I didn't realize that about me, but maybe it is a little bit of danger. Like I love being like,
it's
oh,
like
shit.
people who like to fuck in public. A little bit of the blood boner is the idea of getting caught, which to me that sounds like my worst nightmare.
Getting caught having sex?
Oh my God, I would be
No.
mortified, dude.
Seriously,
Mortified.
I've never been caught having sex either, but that feels like your worst fear. No way. No
It's
way.
up there.
Really?
I don't like getting yelled at.
Oh.
Do you know how I did my relation to cops? I yell back, and so I don't want to find myself in a situation with my pants literally down, and I don't want to be reprimanded for fucking ever.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, because I'm like, this is natural.
Yes, like we all do it.
Birds do it. Bees
Worms do it.
Even educated fleas do it. Let's all do. Isn't that song? But that's a song. Yeah.
What is that from?
I think it's called "Let's Fall in Love." I'm almost certain that's the name of the song.
Don't go. Where's my button?
Don't
There you
Google
go.
it.
Don't
Right.
Google it. That's so funny. Yeah.
But
So pro dick pic.
Pro dick pic.
Now, do you send them? You can also tell me to fuck off with that.
No, I do.
information.
So I am weary to send them. So I have,
Okay.
but like, especially when I was younger, I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was very scared. The older I've gotten, the more I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But I like to receive them. I specifically am like, oh yeah, I love to know that you were
Pro-receive.
thinking
Yeah.
about me.
Aw.
I love
It's
when
like
you
getting
have
flowers.
It is
A bouquet
I'm
of cock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that they are like love letters. I'm like, give me a good little dick pic. I'm like, oh, he was thinking of me.
Now, do you need to be attracted to the dick, or are all dicks beautiful in your mind?
I don't think I need to necessarily be. Well, I guess I do have to because I'm like all dicks
I'm
are
like,
not beautiful. They're not.
oh.
I do think most. Don't get me wrong.
Hot take.
Hot take. Hottest to take. You think all of them are beautiful?
Oh, no, fuck no.
Oh, yeah,
No,
okay,
no.
that's
Oh my
what I'm saying.
God.
Not
No,
all.
I see a lot of ugly dicks. A lot.
Huh? Why?
A lot.
A
But I've
lot.
also seen a lot of interesting looking vaginas.
Right. Okay.
You know?
And see, this is another hot take. And obviously, gay might have to. Vaginas scare me. I am like actually like they are pretty. Like I do think they are like pretty vaginas, but they always just feel a little scary. It's a little mysterious.
I'm not gonna lie. There's so many buttons, and everyone's machine is different.
Yeah.
And that's what freaks me out. Is like, I love this button getting fucking pressed, and this person that has like a giant steel trap over their box. Like, don't push this button. If you push this button, I'm gonna explode.
I will murder you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll kill you. So I as a pussy connoisseur,
Yes. Okay.
I too sometimes am like, but do you know what cures that? And you won't ever have this opportunity because gay? The communication.
Yeah, that's true.
Me
Yeah,
just
so
going
it's
like,
I
does
don't
this
like that.
higher, lower,
Yeah,
left,
where do you
right?
want it?
Where, yeah.
I mean, I understand that in terms of like sex positivity.
Yeah.
Like, sure, like it's
Yeah.
always communication. So yeah,
But
I
like,
wonder
there's
about
nothing
vagina
hot
specifically.
about a pussy pic, really, for you personally.
Yeah. Do people find pussy pics hot? I'm sure. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Of course people do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's
If
something for
you
everyone.
send me a pussy, I like
You would
scream
scream
and drop my phone.
Throw
Like,
your
I'm
phone
like,
out the
oh my
window.
God. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That was scary.
No,
to me.
yeah. I think what I realized when I was researching this extensively this morning, I don't like a dick pic. I love a dick activity. I want you to be. When you send me a dick pic, first of all, send me a dick video and fucking do something with it. Slap it in your hand. Walk it through a small Lego town.
Wow.
Put it in some foil and heat it up in the microwave.
I don't. Yeah. Give me paint
Do-
it. Put a little face on it and make it wink. Like do some fucking.
Do a character, a sock puppet.
Oh my God.
With
Make it
your
look
foreskin.
Oh.
Like, I want activity.
I agree.
I don't like no offense to you and your kind.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
I don't like just like
Here's
a
flaccid dick. Yeah.
Yeah, or even like a hard one. I'm like,
Sure.
okay.
Sure.
And what do I do with that?
Yeah.
Put your arm in it. Flex a little.
Yeah, give me some perspective.
Yeah.
You know, I like camping. Or you know, I like camping. So like, get some boxes on, put a tent. Give me a tent. And be like, hey,
yes.
want to go to the forest this weekend? I'm like, fucking funny. Give me
Yes,
that.
if
You
you're
like a
gonna-
clip? Yeah. If you're gonna do it, give me a show.
Be original.
Yeah. Wow.
Be
Honestly.
original. Be creative. Take this as an opportunity to practice your photography skills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you obviously you've been on dating apps, so you see how men take photos. And so some dick pics are just like objectively, this is just a bad
lazy.
photo.
It's
It is
lazy.
lazy. Like you're doing nothing.
It says more about you, how you send me a dick pic, than the actual dick pic itself. It could be a great dick, but if it's grainy, low lighting, terrible angle, you look like shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking poorly on you.
I'm like, do you even care?
You don't. This is lazy.
You want me? Am I supposed to get hot because of
Yeah.
this? I can't even see you.
No.
Like your room's not clean.
No.
Like
the
what?
streaks on the mirror.
Oh my, insane.
Like clean up, grow
Please,
up.
grow up.
Grow up.
And maybe we can fuck. Maybe.
Yes, color correct your dick pics. Facetune that bitch a little.
Lightroom.
Yes.
My God.
Like, is that too much to ask for 4K?
I agree. I don't think so. Yeah, get a real camera.
Yeah,
you know what?
Spend
Some money.
5 Gs on an Arri Alexa lens.
And film a fucking short
You
on
know?
your dick.
Give me character development.
Wait, now I absolutely must receive a award-winning.
Are your DMs open, is what you're saying?
Only for award-winning dick films.
We will have a film festival.
A Dick Pics film festival.
Yes. Competition.
Honestly, truly.
We will award a prize. All of them need to go through Ryan's DMs.
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
you let me know how it goes.
Shave? No, not sorry. You don't have to shave. I actually prefer. I prefer
Clean
brush.
up.
Clean
You know.
up. Yeah. Yeah. Clean up.
Whatever that means to you.
No. You know what that means. Clean up. Stupid. Yeah, no. But all in all, I do think dick pics they're just fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
They're silly. When I send them, I'm like, no photo, no face. I'm very like.
Okay.
Have you heard
was gonna ask
No.
that.
Have you heard of LPSG?
No.
Well, this is like gays. Any of the gay confidants. will
Tell
know.
us.
LPSG. It is a website. It stands for Large Penis Support Group, and so it scares me because literally anyone. So like people who are any type of quote unquote famous. People from the internet will find your nudes and put them on there. So this is like, so I am like
Terrified.
very, very afraid that they will end up
Yeah.
there. And so I'm like, oh, no. But honestly, you could search someone's name and put LPSG afterward and you will be surprised. I'm like, it is scary, especially like knowing people. I'm always like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to.
So you're like no face, no case.
Yeah, never, ever. Because I also am afraid. The only times I don't want dick pics is if it's someone I know. Like friends. I never want to know. Like I don't like to think of my like strictly platonic friends. I never want to know what their dicks look like.
See,
It's weird to me.
that's where you and I differ. I couldn't want to see all my friends' cocks more.
What?
I just want to know. Let me see you in your your realest, rawest form. Gay, straight, like I don't care. I just want to know, you know? It helps me complete your picture in my mind.
Okay,
I'm
that's
missing
fair.
like you right now, it's a
just a
big black circle. Like I have nothing
big
there.
Wow. Oh my God. Have you seen?
I set myself up for that one. I should have said a blank canvas.
No, I like it. It's like a Ken doll down there. It's just like it's
Yes.
smooth. That's okay. Yeah. In my brain, I like that they're Ken dolls. I'm like, yeah, everyone. Yeah. It's just I think that's like the little kid in me. When I think about my friends having sex, it like the little kid in me is like, oh no, I don't want to know. Yeah. I'm like I just
interesting.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
Do you have, because like I definitely do have repeat, like I've got my good saved pics that can go out to any time, any place. And many a person has received the exact same just for you.
Yeah.
Spicy pic.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I just
like,
want to make sure.
I'm assuming, I guess I don't know this. On Grindr, they have like a saved album type of thing. So it's like, your private album. And so like, that's where all my best nudes are.
Yes.
And so on Grindr, if I'm sending them, you just get like a portfolio.
Yes.
Or maybe I'll send one. Like you can get just
I love
one.
that. This is like your portfolio.
of work. It's my, like, you know when models, like
Yes.
your ghosties? It's
Your
like,
yeah.
It's my ghosty book.
I love that. And I love that Grindr's just like, yes, this is a thing we need. This is information that all of us are asking for.
Right.
We make it for you. We've heard your needs. I feel like with, excuse me, the worst thing that ever happened was I was talking, sexting with a guy who was like, send me a pic right now. And I sent one of my ghosty portfolio books and he said, you already sent me that one before. And lo and behold, a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
And I got called the fuck out and I stopped talking to that person because I was so embarrassed.
Also, how rude of him. Like,
Yeah,
like, you know what?
fucking-
Don't take that. I hate that you took that. No. What the fuck do you mean? And you should be grateful.
And what?
Yeah, and you should be grateful. Are you gonna nut to this or no? I don't give a fuck.
Do you know how bad people would pay good money
for this?
And you had the audacity to go, wait a
I've seen
minute.
that before.
This background. I
Zooms in on the
recognize
fucking
that.
newspaper in the background. Huh.
Next time you send me a pussy pic, hold the newspaper with the number 2. Dead. But that is so funny that I was so like, oh my
him.
God. Because it was supposed to be a randy little like, spur of the moment. I set myself up for that one.
I also love the idea that this is like a photo from you like at like 21.
Yeah. Girl, that thing looks I am pussy catfishing you. Fully. There was a bit in my stand-up about like how now when I go to the gynecologist, you as a gay man might not know this, but every time you go to the gyno, they make you pee in a cup. That's how you test for pregnancy, STDs.
They make everyone pee in a cup.
Yeah, and that's like you can tell the health of your bladder, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
So when you were in your 20s, you go in there, you tear open the little wet wipe, you wipe back to front to back, you part the labia, you pee in the cup, and it was a beautiful little, all just tight, compact experience.
Right.
Now I fucking rip that shit off with my teeth. I close my eyes, I hold it under there, and just hope for the fucking best. Because that thing, it is like a water hose at a fun park where it's like something my dog would attack. Like, I'm like, what happened? Somewhere along the journey, this got... there's a hole in my bucket, Delilah, and I don't have a mechanic. And you hope that it catches and you make it.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry. Did you just refer to your vagina as a fucking bucket? There were so many things. I love that.
Oh yeah, you don't have bucket pussy?
No, I don't. I have not experienced bucket pussy before, but sounds
only rare if you have. Yeah, it's very.
So now you pee aggressively, is what you're saying?
It's just like it got flappier. I'll just say.
Understood. I'm following.
If I pussy catfish someone, like they would know.
They'd be like, no.
They would be like,
Miss Ma'am.
who are we trying to trick?
No.
They gonna find out anyway.
And that's okay. So that's my whole thing with like catfishing in general. Is I'm like, to what end?
Yes.
Because like, if the goal of this is to meet this person or whatever, like,
if I'm sending you a dick pic,
I'm trying to, we're trying to fuck.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I'm like, or even a Grindr in general. I don't like Grindr. I don't use it often, but like when I was using it, when people didn't have their photos, I'm always like, this is weird because
what's the point?
We're going to meet. In theory, we are doing this to meet. So why hide?
This has happened to me before
Weird.
on apps where I've been
weird.
like having great conversation with someone, like the body is giving, and then we meet and the face is like, bro.
Yeah, like I'm gonna. You know, I was gonna have to see this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it. I'm gonna. And if you want me to look past it, you should put it up front and like.
Or like a private album, like you said.
Sure,
like some people are like, oh, I don't want my work anyone from.
Understood.
Sure.
Whatever.
Privacy,
but like when
great.
you were talking, what does it matter? Give it to like. It's like we're going to. If we're gonna fuck, we're gonna have to see it. So like, what are we?
I think it's because those people know they got an ugly dick. I don't know.
I mean, well, that's fair.
That's an epidemic.
That's wow. Ugly. I don't know that have I seen an ugly dick?
Oh.
I'm trying to think of the ugly. I think perhaps like when I think ugly, I think of because they're like dirty or it just looks unkept.
Like they haven't cared.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is different than ugly. It feels like this is fixable, and I'm like, I don't want to be here because this looks like you don't take care of this.
And that again speaks more volumes about you as a person.
Right.
Where I'm like, why are you scared of it?
Right.
What do you think I can do for you? You think I'm gonna get in there?
My God. I'm like, this looks diseased. I would not. I'm sorry. I would prefer not.
So my favorite, I did a little research on this, and in 2018, a study published in the Journal of Sex Research found that 53% of women reported receiving unsolicited in their lifetime. And there's laws that have passed since that year. Like, for example, in Texas, the Unlawful Electronic Transmission of Sexually Explicit Visual Material Law, the UETOSEVM, which sounds like a disease.
Yeah, like that.
It makes it a misdemeanor.
Wow.
To send without consent.
Honestly, yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a flash harassment situation
it
on
is
the
like
street.
Flasher. Yeah. It feels, I guess. No, yeah, it's just as bad as flashing.
The worst offense I had once was I was chatting back and forth with a guy, and then he just sent it in the middle of like conversation, and I opened it and like didn't say anything because I was like, what? Wait. And then he was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I sent that. And I was like, oh, is this your, like, do you want me to like, I'm confused.
Wow.
You confused me just now.
Yeah, this was fine. And like, especially, so he sent it, like in the middle of just like a haha, Cheerios, blah, 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 dick. And then like, oh, and I also had pancakes, like that.
Yes.
And then you did not reply.
I didn't reply.
And then he went back and was like, oh, you didn't?
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I sent that.
Because I'm like, I'd rather, because I'm like, if you're going to do it, I guess sure. If you wanted to surprise me,
own it.
Go for it.
You didn't
Yeah,
accidentally. You weren't like sending me pictures of your garden and
go,
then
oh,
like,
here's Dick.
no.
You knew you did it, and so like stand on it.
And that made me think like that's a guy's way of getting away with something and falling back on like victimhood of like let me test the waters, and if she's not about it, I can. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't know, like that.
And then it's weird. Yeah,
that was the only time where I was like, man, you fucked this up. Yeah. I would have loved to see a dick pic. Yeah. Just on the reg.
Crazy.
But you fucked that up for me.
Men, let this be known. You're going to fuck yourself up by doing that. Don't be weird.
Yes,
hey, don't be weird in like
podcast.
Truly, you can learn. You learn here.
Okay.
But yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
It should be illegal because I do feel Ryan, personally, I think if we have like some type of friendship or a flirty relationship, I think it's fine if we are flirting, push the boundaries, go for it. But I think just someone you don't know, you've never talked to. I imagine, especially as like a person, like a personality, you probably get lots of.
Oh my god! And I love it when someone asks first. Hey, can I send you a dick pic? Yeah.
Wait.
Fucking Red Rover. Give me that dick. Give me that dick pic. Like I love that. Wow. I prefer that.
You kind of like them submissive a little. That's what it's.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're a little like, oh, you need permission.
Well, it's giving gentleman. It's giving like,
Excuse me,
madam, do you mind?
I would love to send you a 4-letter page.
Yes.
Accompanied by.
Yes, it's Bridgerton. You know what I mean? Like, it's very like, oh my god.
Have you ever gotten? Wow. Send dick pics in the mail. Send me a fucking love letter and a Polaroid of your dick.
That sounds like a hostage situation.
It's like ransom.
$5,000 under the bridge tonight, or else the guy gets it.
Not gonna lie, kind of would work.
You're into it?
Wait a minute.
Ryan dresses up like a widowed woman. Please, my child, let me have him. Let me see him. Wait, this is fun. This is like a kink scenario.
I was gonna say you're setting up, and I'm like, sounds fun.
Sounds good.
I don't know. It's like a good time.
Well, Ryan, I bring all of this up to say because all of this started because I have it on very good authority that, and we've talked about this man. The confidants know I have a weird fascination with Mr. Luigi Mangione, our CEO, killer, shooter, martyr, man, revolutionary. Yes. Whatever you think about him, man's got a cock on him. He does. It's just a fair fact, and I've seen it, and I've seen the real one.
Oh, whoa,
not in person.
Oh my god, I was like, you fucked Louis Mangione.
I fucking bitch. I would have the day that information came out, you would have known.
You guys know what?
I'd have written a book by now. Are you kidding me? If I was lucky enough, but I won't reveal my sources, but it is confirmed on good authority that this is the real pic of him.
Okay, so LPSG, Large Penis Support Group.
Yes, now we know.
We know. He has a page, but like there are no dicks there.
And there's like AI probably.
Right,
like we've seen a lot of the AI line.
Right. And I'm like, but this is news.
So it came out. Well, this isn't public. This is like from the archives of someone, which like,
right.
Do with that information.
Yeah.
But the highlights from the group chat of what people said about this was, does anybody else want to get absolutely railed by Luigi Mangione? Someone else said, I don't think I could moan the name Luigi. Another person said, not all heroes wear capes or pants.
Hot. Love that.
And he's a no face, no case guy.
Yes. Right. Smart.
I believe I showed this to you last time you were here, where you saw the AI one.
Yeah. Right,
There's one that's going around that like could be anybody.
Right. Like sure.
But then this is the one that's been confirmed. And it just does look like him.
It does. It gives it because he's like a slighter shoulder. Like,
yes.
It is the body. The body of him looks like it.
Yes.
And this looks like a college dorm. Like this feels very like I believe that Luigi Mangione lived in this place.
100%.
Yeah. Oh my god, I believe this.
Checks out. I believe that this is this man. And it. I'll just say this. Yeah, he had the balls to do what he did.
Sure the fuck did. He's a man, Gioni. I love that man, Gioni. Stupid.
But worth it. There's a lot of discourse about his sexuality online, which, like, listen, to take from Hank Green, I don't know shit about dick.
Sure don't.
Well, that's not true. I know a lot of shit about dick. I don't know shit about shit. Sure. In this case, his sexuality.
Sure.
But because I'm a perv and I like to imagine.
Yeah.
I hope to God he is a bisexual man.
So here's the thing. I think Sexuality is a spectrum.
Yes.
And I think the more we as a society progress, the more people are comfortable with exploring that spectrum. Obviously, I don't know this man, don't know much about him, but I'm saying I think a lot of Gen Z, that line is so blurred. And when I mean,
love that for them.
Sure do. And I'm like, and honestly, I, as a frat boy, I know lots of boys like to experiment in college.
Yes.
And I'm saying it would not surprise me because there are so many boys like that.
Yes.
Who even if for one time they're just like, oh, I'm just going to fuck around or like, I just kind of like to do this thing.
Yes.
And I'm like, it's okay to explore.
Yes.
So I think him getting 100%.
I would love for like this generation's chosen martyr to be a bi man purely for the visibility.
Wow. Representation.
Purely for the representation. Like
Wow.
I would like, I think people were so excited when they heard he was potentially gay.
Yeah.
And the girls were like, oh man, like dang, he was our guy.
Whoa.
I know, we can share.
You can, yeah, baby. Whoa.
We can share.
Bi people literally exist. Come on. The
right
erasure.
here in the flesh. Okay. I have a man and a woman right now.
Right.
And it just would have made me very happy to have confirmation.
I agree. And like, I guess, can he send us a message?
A
Like
pigeon?
something.
Yes.
Another dick pic? Wow. Do you think he has like a prison husband? I would. Wow. There's some man named Bobo in there that does not play about Luigi. Bobo does not fuck around.
I bet you they are throwing themselves at him.
Oh my God.
Like he
please.
probably has the pick of the litter.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He walks into the fucking like the lunchroom and they like scared. They're like,
They all
baby,
are just like,
here. Oh my God. Yeah.
Pick a hole, any
Please,
hole.
I am just a hole. Use me.
Use me, daddy. I am so curious to see what happens with him. Like I have a weird fascination with following his case.
What is the latest? I don't know.
Okay, so like the latest is like all the submission of like people from each side are having to like submit and like cross-reference and things, like, because I didn't know this in trial, but like one side can't just like whip out a smoking gun in the middle.
No.
The other side has to
see
know
it,
about it.
counter.
I didn't know that.
You've never watched Law and Order, girl?
I mean, I guess, but I didn't like. I didn't know you couldn't just be like, and we have damning. It's all a
withholding of
setup.
exculpatory evidence.
Thank you. That word.
I learned that in Bringing Down the House. I learned that from Queen Latifah and Steve Martin in Bringing Down the House, but that is a legal term, and that is true.
I love that. You know what? It sounded real. You
Thank you.
sounded confident when you said that. You said it with your chest.
Yeah, exculpatory evidence. Yeah.
I believe, and like
Sure.
so exculpatory evidence.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
I believe
You're
you.
with it.
I
Yep,
joined
right.
Nicole,
Mhm.
and
Don't Google it.
Here we go.
Google it.
So I guess whatever like the government submitted was like goose egg. Like it was real nothing. It was like a big old nothing burger, as they say. And I think now, and you know, internet sleuths are trying to piece together shit, but like they can't place him confirmed confidently, like in certain places with certain things.
Anything.
Like to a degree that's like, what are y'all doing? Let this man go.
Oh.
But I just don't know. I cannot wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
It really is fascinating to me.
That like that side of it, I didn't know that it had come to that where like they didn't really present
I think
anything.
they're being
and that is
quiet.
weird.
And like I think they're still
pulling
investigating,
the things.
I guess. Like
sure.
I don't know. You would think they'd have more. If they knew more, they'd be talking about it.
More,
They'd be
right.
like, look at this.
Smoking
We
gun.
hate this
Yeah.
man. He's done such bad things. And like, you kind of haven't heard about him since he went in, right?
Right. No, yeah. It kind of was a thing, and then it was like, oh. And honestly, that is telling. They're like, oh, and maybe it's not so bad. And also, I mean, I'm just saying, he wasn't, I don't know if he was all the way wrong.
I agree. Oh, we talked about that. Like, we agree. We all have that same feeling.
sorry.
Yeah.
So
Like,
much.
there's merch out there, and I'd buy some. You know what I mean?
Silly.
Like, I don't know if I'd wear it, but I'd buy it.
Right.
Yeah, send him some commissary.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to be able to have some ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's eating good. You know he's eating good.
I mean, I don't even know where was that. But yeah, I too, back to his dick pic. He has a good girth.
Yes.
And I think, sometimes I think, especially on like LPSG, there are like size queens who are like, it's small. Like I imagine, so it's, to me, that is something that I think that there are people out there, and that's how I know people are virgins, because they tell themselves, and they're like, it's so small. And I'm like,
oh, you've never seen a dick.
you haven't.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's not. That is a very normal size, good dick. And like people
I
are
would
weird.
argue a little on the thicker side.
It's pushing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but people are weird. Or, like,
Yeah.
or I will say gay men. I don't know.
You don't know what the straights are.
I don't know what the
honestly
breeders are
saying.
doing. I'm just saying. But there are a lot of gay guys who are like, and I'm like, you guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
You're weird. Stop it.
Yeah. Maybe you need a tinier butthole.
Yeah. I'm like, girl, maybe if you weren't taking them off. it wouldn't be so big, too small to you.
Truly.
But I also think that there's certain things that they're too big, and I'm like, there's literally nothing I can do with that.
There's such a thing as too, like for everything.
Yeah,
there's such a thing
it's
as
too
too
much.
big.
What am I gonna do with it? You probably will pass out when you get hard with it, and that's
it's
sad.
not fun.
No, it's just painful.
Yeah, and like yes, I agree. And I think those people who think this Luigi's would be considered small, they grew up in like the porn world. You know, like maybe they haven't seen enough to make an accurate. They don't know shit.
I forget that porn is way too accessible. Well, I don't want to say that because I think that porn is healthy, can be healthy.
Yes,
but I think maybe it's accessible to a point where like it dilutes the way you see reality.
I only watch amateur porn now.
I prefer it.
I want a grainy iPhone. I
agree.
want you to drop it in between by accident. I want to hear your grunt. Like I want it to be real because it's too fake. And I think the people who would think this is a small penis just watch too much porn.
Yeah, because I'm like, he's got a good wiener.
Yeah, it's a good wiener. Ryan, I did write down 6 or 7 tidbits that I'd like you to rate, react to, give me your 2 cents. I figured to kind of wrap up the episode, to give some confidence, something to walk home with, something to walk away with, that if they are to ever receive an unsolicited or are assaulted by one, I thought of some things you could text back.
Ooh, okay.
I
like this.
To really like stick it home to them, to really give it to them just as hard as they tried to you.
That was a good setup.
Thank you. So the first thing I think you could write back is, that's cute.
Oh my God.
That's cute.
That's like, that is nuclear.
That hurts.
That's oof.
That could hurt a man.
That's like a aw.
Aw. Oh, cute. Oh, cute.
Wait, actually do it in a voice note. Actually, that's the way. Respond in a voice note. Aw.
And it kind of sounded disappointed. Oh.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. It's like, I love you. Thanks. That's what that's
That is
giving.
exactly what it is. Very nuclear.
The second thing is, I'm sure it looks better in person.
That's funny.
I'm sure it looks bigger.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Hey, add a hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Not the hey, bud.
I'm sure
Hey, bud. Oh, God, that hurts so much. That hurt me.
painful.
I don't even have a dick. My third option was I send one back.
A dick pic back?
Yeah.
Wait.
Just really confuse them. Just really fucking throw them for a loop.
I like it.
Mine looks like your, like maybe take theirs in, Photoshop it a little bit, send it back. Here, I fixed it for you. Something to confuse them.
Honestly, those are 2 separate things. One, sending it back as if it's your own is funny, but I think editing, like you said earlier, I'm going to put this through fucking Lightroom. I'm going to show you what the fuck this should look like. Yeah.
Brilliant. Another thing you can write back, thank you for submitting. Unfortunately, at this time, I am not accepting below average candidates.
Thank you so much.
But best of luck to you in the future.
A corporate one, that's good. A good corporate end is great. Love
Yike. I said, send a picture back of yourself holding a frying pan, but like dead serious face, and say, can't wait to cook that little sausage.
Again, someone's kink. Like to me, you respond to me that way. Don't threaten me with a good time. I don't know. My fucking work. I'm like, all right.
But if my face was like a serial killer?
Don't know. I'm
okay, you're into it? All right, we're scratching that one. No, you know what? This is why I did this. I need feedback.
Yeah, that one I'm like, I don't know. Because some weirdo out there's going to be
somewhere it's like, I get an influx. I get 2 more.
Yeah,
okay. No, you know what? We'll take that one back to the drawing board. I appreciate your honesty.
Scissors. Somebody like, wow, have you heard of Lorena Bobbitt? Is that her name? That's the response. Yeah.
Someone's kink, maybe?
You're right. Damn.
We can't win. We can't win. They don't want to see us winning. Okay, this next one. Oh, honey.
But you gotta do it in a southern accent.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, sweet honey, baby.
Oh, sweet honey.
Sweetie pie.
Lord.
I'll pray.
I'll pray for you was one of mine. I'll pray for you.
I'll pray for you. That's. Oh, honey, I'll pray.
Oh, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Another one. I think you sent this to the wrong number. And then just start acting like a different person.
Funny.
Even if you've known them for years, they've had your number. Just sorry, I think you have the wrong number. And then be like, by the way, what time are you going to be home from the store? Like just new conversation. Like really, again, throw them for a loop.
That's kind of fun because then you get into character. Like you've like
we're
fully
acting now.
method. Get full method on it.
Next one, error 404.
Yeah, that's
Just
funny.
shoot them back like you turned off your phone, like you unsubscribed.
Excuse me, this
Yes.
receiver is no longer.
Error
funny.
404, penis not found.
Funny.
Please
Funny.
try again with a larger attachment.
Funny.
Hit them where it hurts. This last one, sorry, I only accept dick pics that inspire confidence.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like this one, not for me.
No.
Like, try again another time.
It
Like,
just-
work on it.
Something about this feels sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
Telling someone you feel sad for their dick pic.
Honestly, that might be the worst one.
Because I don't think that's anybody's kink. Like, you might want to be like degraded or like, but no one wants to be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that was one I wrote down was,
That's a good one.
oh my God, what happened to
Brings you-
it?
Oh my God.
What?
Wow. Oh.
What the fuck happened to it?
Ugh.
Are you okay? Oh my God.
Have you? I don't think I've seen one like that before.
Do you go to the
Doctor for that? Like,
yeah. Do you want me to
yikes.
call somebody?
Oh my.
Like freak them out. Hey, I don't know. I'm a nurse actually. You should go to the hospital.
Wait, that is because like honestly, especially if they look normal, but like you really
Diabolical.
should be like, oh hey, I
Like
I have my
hot,
nurse. Yeah,
but like side.
yeah, you should like
On
hey,
the side,
this
you
is
should really see a doctor.
scary.
Make
Yeah,
them
like-
spend their money.
Yeah,
make
get
their
them
pockets
scared.
hurt.
Like that mole there, I don't know, Barrow. That you should really get a look at.
You should see somebody. Ryan, my God, this has been so fun. I'm sweating from laughing so much.
It's been great. Thank you for having me.
I can't believe you came back again to talk about dicks. True
Anytime.
friend,
Love
right
dicks.
there. Where can the people find you?
You can find me on all socials at Good Guy Rai Rai, and that's GUD, Good Guy Rai Rai.
Good guy, Rai. Coffee Dots, make sure you go follow. Let us know what you feel about dick pics. Have you sent one? Have you received one lately? Give us some tea and rate this 5 stars. If it's not 5, please don't rate it at all because I'm sensitive. And we'll see you next week.
Who did the music for this?